Them was game 2 here in this playoff. Lakers in gold, the Jazz in purple underway, and it's controlled by James Worthy.
Purple and gold, gold and purple.
The Lakers are 4-1 at home in the playoffs. The Jazz have won 2 and lost 3. That's not a bad record. Inside Worthy.
Oh yeah, easy. Nice man.
And he's such a key for this ball club to get out to a good start. He's the one that usually ignites this team in the first period.
Frank Layden said he's the guy I fear the most in this big game. He's been hot and cold. Stockton working with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Bobby Hansen takes the first shot for the Jazz, gets his own rebound, or Ivaroni gets the rebound. A new clock for Utah.
Now that's what Utah does to you defensively. When they don't have a quick opportunity, they use that 24-second clock.
Stockton draws a foul inside and will go to the line. Frank Layden says our approach is that likely we'll not get a chance again to knock off the defending champions, and maybe we're a step over our heads, but it doesn't matter now. We're at 1 game point.
Let me tell you, that's a bunch of baloney from Frank Layden. He's just what he.
Free throws ain't never been this fast. How fast you ain't getting no motherfucking free throw? Hell no.
I was on AC Green, and here come the Lakers. Magic Johnson, he's had his hands full against Hansen. Worthy inside, blocked.
Ooh, good block.
And it's still LA ball.
Well, that's what Utah has been able to do. Cut down the inside play. And here's Ivaroni, who you don't expect to be blocking these shots. You expect Mark Eaton to be doing that.
But Eaton has been a terrific presence in there. He certainly has altered a lot of the LA shots inside. And there is John Stockton, who right now has more rebounds than Magic Johnson in this series, despite the fact that he gives up 8 inches. Karl Malone with a fall away. Ivaroni fights for it, and it comes into the hands of Byron Scott. Scott. He's been their leading scorer during the season, the playoffs, and again in this series at over 22 a game.
Frank Layden was hoping that his team would stay close the first few minutes, get the butterflies out of their system, and get back to playing their style of ball.
A very patient team in games that they've won. Malone goes baseline, and it's blocked by Kareem, but it goes through for the basket. Big 7'4" presence in the middle is Mark Eaton. Worthy misses in the corner. Kareem gets the offensive board. That's where the Lakers have really been a number on the Jazz.
Kareem looks very fresh out starting this ball game.
Magic Johnson goes around both Jazz guards to score.
Damn,
Stockton
John.
goes back into the crowd.
Damn, he fat. Damn.
He's
Bro, John Stockton running fast as shit.
in this series as Karl Malone hits his second.
Well, he's just breaking record after record in this 7-game series.
Playoff assist mark is John Stockton's all the way now. Rebound by Eaton on Kareem's miss, and now the Jazz looking for their first lead of the game. And Ivaroni gives it to him. Ivaroni played for you when you won a title. What's his role?
Well, his role is just get in there, bang a little bit, play some defense, get on the boards. Don't look for any offense. Right there, he was fortunate to get the easy shot.
Kareem goes in, basket counts, and a foul. Foul his first.
Now, this is what Mark Eaton's trying to do. Force Kareem to the baseline. What happens is Ivaroni goes the wrong way, giving the help. Kareem's able to duck in for the 2.
A key to this game is Mark Eaton's foul situation. He was in foul trouble in games 4 and 5 when the Lakers were successful both times. And that's been a major factor that bears watching.
Oh, and Frank Layden said that in game 4, if he had to do it over again, when Eaton picked up his 4th foul in the 3rd period, he would play him, just play him till he fouled out.
Hansen fall away, out of bounds, Lakers ball. You don't see the Jazz rush too many shots and take poor shots. That was one of the few ones we've seen them take.
Yeah, that's become their trademark. Just good decision making, and I think that falls on the shoulders of John Stockton, his ability to read the play and find the open man in the right position.
Kareem setting a screen outside, knocks Hansen out of it, gets the rebound, and now the foul is called against Kareem. A loose ball foul against Abdul-Jabbar.
But, you know, I think that's a good sign for the Lakers at this point.
A weekend of Game 7s involving the two powers, the
I ain't seen no
defending
foul.
champion Lakers and the Celtics. Celtics play Atlanta tomorrow at 1 o'clock Eastern in their Game 7 at Boston Garden. Inside, Ivoroni gets away.
Pass.
Both teams shooting over 50% in this game. Jazz have made 5 out of the last 6. Kareem pushing Eaton out as far as he can. There's Hansen inside, and Bob Hansen gets the basket and draws the foul. The foul, and Bob Hansen, a big offensive performance, career playoff high 25 points in the last game. Missed only 1 shot in 11, and he really has made Magic play defense in this series.
Play defense, and he's bodied Magic. He's been very physical, keeping him out of the lane.
Tied at 15. Worthy in the lane. Rebound Malone. Malone's been the leading rebounder for the Jazz.
I forgot about that weirdo.
Halfway through this opening period, and we're all even. Swinging the ball well, the Jazz, with Malone missing. Eaton with the rebound.
Look at B, Kareem.
And it's still Utah ball out of bounds.
Great
Eaton
block.
was looking for a goaltending call, but it's Utah's possession.
Now here's Eaton getting the rebound, and this is something he's not used to experiencing, and that's Jabbar blocking his shot.
Jabbar has blocked only 2 fewer shots than Eaton. Worthy on a fine defensive play. Gets ball away from Bailey. AC Green gets the basket and draws the foul.
Nice, AC.
Karl Malone with the foul, his first and the 14th foul against the
Good
Jazz.
pass,
And AC
Magic.
Green looking to give the Lakers a 3-point lead.
James Worthy did it on the defense. Something you don't usually see with the Lakers. You used to seeing Magic in the middle. That time it was James Worthy making the play.
5.5 to go. Stockton into the corner to Hansen for 3. Rebound Magic Johnson, and the Lakers run it. 2-on-1. Lakers are far more aggressive so far in this one. Winding down to 5 minutes to go in the period. Bailey, with 5 seconds to go, is in trouble. Hansen gets inside, loses it. No one knocked it away. He just lost it, but here come the Lakers again. Worthy.
That's tough.
Again, it was Worthy getting that loose ball, getting out and filling the lane.
Worthy scored a career playoff low 4 points on Thursday. He's already surpassed that with 6. And all top foul here.
Again, it's the defense. Look at the Lakers now shutting down the middle, getting the loose ball, and here's James Worthy making the outlet pass and then filling the lane and scoring the easy 2.
It was a Laker foul, and it was Byron Scott, each team with 14 fouls in this opening stanza. 4.5 to go in the first. Stockton picked up by Kareem on switch. Air ball. We haven't seen much of that, and here's Scott on the other side. 20-second timeout. Lakers running. Stockton with a steal. 2-on-1, Billy. And with 2:40 to go, it's a 26-19 game, but look how quickly the Lakers get it back in the offensive end. Scott hits it. They're controlling the tempo in a big way, LA.
They're playing with great confidence and determination today.
Scott has hit all 4 of his baskets to lead the Lakers with 8. 4 different players have 4 for the Jazz. 9 on the clock. Bailey with a turnaround, and Thurl Bailey has come off the bench and has hit 3 out of 4.
But the point you made, at some point they've got to get Karl Malone into the act. Of all 6 games that he scored, the lowest scoring game was 27 points in this series.
Under 2 minutes to go. Worthy. It's like somebody put a jet under his shirt compared to some of the other games he played.
I just wonder if we ask too much of the teams like the Celtics and Lakers, who have been there 9 straight years, and we forget they are human beings.
Looks easy on paper. Malone with a baseline shot. Karl Malone has 6 points. And the Laker lead is 7. Their biggest lead was 11. Utah managed an 8-6 lead. That's been the only time they've been in front with 1:19 remaining. 7th and deciding game. Stockton anticipates the pass. Green defending against him. And now it's a 5-point game, and John Stockton is a pest once again for the Lakers.
He needs 2 more steals to break Maurice Cheeks' record for a 7-game series.
The record's 27, and Stockton is 25. Under a minute now. Magic to the hoop, and Eaton either deflected it or made him change his shot, but he was a factor there.
Just made him change the shot. That's as good as a block.
Malone against Michael Thompson, and it's a 3-point game, and the Jazz have come back.
I see you, John.
The Lakers played great basketball for 10 minutes. You look up at the scoreboard, they're up 3 points with 30 seconds to play in this period.
Magic over Eaton, and it drops in. In the 5th game, remember the Lakers had a 10-point lead into the 4th period before the Jazz came back and had a 1-point advantage with 12 seconds to play. So they have come back on this floor before in this series. Seven on the shot clock. There's a 1-second differential between the game and the shot clock. Eaton had it stripped away with 3 seconds to go. And 1 on the 24-second clock, and the Jazz will have 5 seconds to attempt a shot. Michael Cooper replaces Magic Johnson. Magic goes out. He has scored 6 points and has 5 assists, and here's Cooper. He got the game winner in game 5. Malone, short. And that ends the period.
Next time I'm gonna go put this food up.
And it's been a game of surges. The Lakers at one point outscored the Jazz 11-0 for their biggest lead of the game before Utah outscored LA 12-6 to end the quarter. We'll see what happens now.
Well, it'll be a game of surges, Dick, because both teams want to do it defensively to create their offense so they'll get up and down the court and get those easy baskets.
One thing we know, it's a different game than game 6. Thurl Bailey misses the jumper. Green the rebound. Scott in the backcourt with Cooper with the ball. Up front, it's Michael Thompson, AC Green, and Worthy. And all the big men, or 2 of the big men, are out wide. Looks like they want to force the Jazz into an illegal defense. He scores. Michael Thompson.
That was just a way to isolate Michael Thompson out on the court against Mark Eaton, who is not as quick out on the court.
Cooper is on Stockton. Hansen guarded by Scott. 8 on the shot clock. 4. Hansen got it in time, but the shot doesn't go. They used all 24 seconds that time. Cooper's been red-hot 3-point shooter, and the Jazz will have to play him close out there. A little more than a minute gone. They isolate Worthy against Bailey one-on-one. Now they help. And good defense by the Jazz. Rebound Eaton. They have 4 on 3. Karl Malone goes baseline for the basket, and Malone in double figures.
Well, they just have that feeling, Stockton and Malone on the court. They just, that electricity between the two, that when they're out on the break, Stockton's going to find him every time.
Stays with Scott. Does Hansen. Picked out of the play by Michael Thompson. And Byron Scott has been red hot today. He has 12 points on 6 for 6.
And he's been struggling the last few games of this playoff series.
Two minutes go on inside. Good pass. Stockton foul before the shot as Magic Johnson checks back in for the Lakers. James.
This food good as hell.
Worthy goes of the Western, the personal foul. 7-point Laker lead. They've led virtually all the way. Malone and Bailey have scored 12 of the last 14 Jazz points, so they've gone to their front court. Stockton this time fouled going in.
It's amazing watching this young man, how he has blossomed this year. from a young man who wasn't sure if he'd start for this ball club, Utah. And here he is breaking all sorts of records, not only in the playoffs, but against the world champion Lakers.
He has 8 points, 8 assists, and 2 steals thus far. Michael Thompson from the corner. Eaton goes up for the rebound. Malone now. Chance to cut the lead to 3. Utah, and traveling called against Stockton on a no-look pass attempt by John.
Well, what happened there is the Lakers reacted to Karl Malone, and Stockton found Bailey open. He just happened to take an extra little bunny hop.
Loop it into Scott. Magic and Byron Scott on the lob pass.
You know, Pat Riley's got to be over there saying, what is going on with this team? 2 nights ago, we couldn't do a thing. Now we're throwing lobs, we're out running, we're playing basketball. What button do I have to push to see this type of team every night?
Someone had to push Byron Scott's button because he's 7 for 7 thus far.
That's tough.
Malone bangs with Magic, and the foul is called at the 24-second buzzer.
Only question you have right now is watching the Lakers play. Are they going to be able to sustain this type of tempo, this type of pressure defensively? Or are they, you know, so many people have been talking about that, hey, they weren't able to recharge those batteries.
Sorry, Chad, if you heard me smacking, but man, I was so hungry.
From last year.
Malone has scored 29 points in each of the first 4 games.
I be having to do these videos where I can like squeeze them in, because like the next 2 days, I'm not even gonna be recording. And today I think what I did game 4, and I'm on this. So this is my second video today. Type shit. But shit, I got work tomorrow. I ain't gonna be able to. I can do one video on the work day, but I'm low key gonna just take 2 days off, take a break, and we gonna be back recording Friday. Already, this the video that's dropping Friday. This motherfucker. But I'm saying I'll be back record, get y'all ready for the next week and shit. But I'm definitely gonna take me some rest. That's why we in this bitch. This a good ass game though. Good ass fucking game. Next day, boy, I'm gonna put this shit up.
6-point lead, LA. Winner moves on, the loser goes home, and we're talking about the defending world champs involved in this. Kofo with a fake. And the crowd loses the ball to Scott. Plenty of time on the shot clock for the Lakers with under 8 minutes to go in the half.
Magic Johnson's posting up Karl Malone.
9 on the clock, and Magic falls down. Byron Scott, this is his first shot of the game, and the rebound by Karl Malone. The ball slipped away from him. So the Lakers with Magic draws the foul, and it's number 3 on Mark Eaton. Foul thus far, but that was a big one. Mark Eaton's 3rd, and he stays in the ball game. Stockton isolated against Cooper now. The lead is 7 for the Lakers, 39-32, 7:20 to go, first half. 4 on the clock. Stockton over Kareem, and it goes. Very tough shot for John Stockton.
And very frustrating for the Lakers. Now, the last 3 times they've had to play defense for 22, 23 seconds, and then have something like that happen, a flip shot by Stockton to beat him for 2.
Malone with 11, Stockton 10, their top scorers for the Jazz. Cooper for 3. Michael Cooper is 9 of 16 from three-point range. He's shooting better from there than he is the rest of the way.
And he has the all-time playoff record for a career in three-point shots.
Malone quickly doubled. Stockton's baseline. Three-point attempt for Hansen, and he hits it. Bobby Hansen has come through now with 10 three-point shots in 20 attempts.
The thing that amazes me about Utah is their patience at the offensive end of the court.
Worthy is fouled, going up. And he'll go to the line. Second team foul against the Jazz. Bailey's first foul, and a timeout is called.
Let me throw this food away. All right, chill. You back in this bitch.
Called. 6:13 to go in the first half. The Lakers have dominated on the floor. Their lead is 5.
Critters. Oh, crap.
5-point lead is now 6.
If you have some critters or some bugs or some shit, that's because of up north. I got my windows open too, so it don't smell like so much weed. Uh, but up north, nigga, be so many crickets and shit outside, grasshoppers. Hell yeah.
Job with their set offense.
Malone gets inside.
That's a good way of
That's a
doing it.
start.
But they're getting into it a little too slowly, and they're putting themselves in a position where that clock is always winding down to 2 or 3 seconds.
Malone now with 13 points and 6 rebounds. Kareem with a sky hook over Eaton.
I would expect the Lakers to do that almost every time down the court, try and get it to Kareem, see if they can pick up that 4th foul.
Such a thing as going too much into the well and getting out of normally what you want to do.
Well, Kareem will find the open man, though, if he is double-teamed, and the way the Lakers are playing now, that's good.
Bailey forces one up, and another forced shot by Hansen went in and out, but it was a tough one.
Oh my God, look at this. Bro, get the fuck on.
Now before Malone batted it down.
Yeah,
That's
fly.
one thing we haven't seen much of in this series. Magic going coast to coast.
Oh, exactly right.
Get the
Just
fuck off
forcing
my
it down the
keyboard,
court.
man.
Now here's the pass inside.
As soon as
The
I open
lob
the fucking
pass from
door,
Stockton
you
into
motherfuckers
Karl
think
Malone,
I'm
and he
inviting
takes it right in for the easy 2.
every time I open my window. I'm inviting they bitch ass. Ah, that shit's so annoying. That shit didn't make you just want to stop the video and fucking go outside or some shit. And it's not that I can't fucking hotbox this shit. I don't feel like hotboxing this shit. But when I'm done smoking, I like it to be smelling good again. And it stinks for so fucking long. But uh I'm gonna look up something real quick before we start. Is Ace Bailey related to this 41 Bailey dude? Ace Bailey. Cause don't he wear like number 40 something? Oh, I'm tweaking. Oh, this nigga went 19. I'm tweaking. He ain't related to that bad nigga? Probably not. Oh well.
Matt Riley's just shaking his head over there. He says, what do we have to do? We played perfect defense.
First basket of the game for Mark Eaton. Bailey on Worthy, and Hansen trying to double inside. Worthy with a left-handed inside hook. Lakers are getting into the paint a lot more than they have through most of this series.
But they're not able to shake the Utah Jazz.
49-41 in favor of Los Angeles. Scott with 14, Worthy with 11, and the Jazz hanging in there, and Malone is fouled before the shot. 49-43. Kareem. Rebound, Michael Thompson. And another chance for the Lakers. Cooper doesn't do it. 3 great chances for LA, and now the Jazz come back. Hansen, short, gets his own rebound. Malone misses a jumper, and Hansen fouls Kareem. Tell you, they look like whirling dervishes with the jumping jack shots the Jazz are taking, but the Lakers had a million chances at the other end.
A simple reason. Who did not have the basketball in that situation? John Stockton. He doesn't allow them to do those type of things. He makes sure they get a good shot every time on the court in a breaking situation.
Jazz with 14 fouls, Lakers in the penalty. 49-43 LA. Scott open. He's been red hot today. 8 out of 9 and 16 first half points for Byron Scott.
And that's created by Magic Johnson's penetration.
Timeout, Utah. 3 minutes to go in the first half. 51-43 Lakers. Trying to get it to Malone. He does in good position against Michael Thompson. Had help, but gets the basket. So after a slow start, Karl Malone has 15 points. And it's a 6-point affair again.
And very frustrating for the Lakers. And I want to emphasize that again because they're playing the best defense I've seen them play throughout this playoffs.
Michael Thompson is fouled. Ivaroni and Malone were both there. The Lakers really have no qualms about the way they played. And if you look on the board, it's now an 8-point game.
Yeah, and big question in my mind is, are the Lakers going to be able to sustain this type of intensity defensively as well as offensively?
And on the shot clock for the Jazz, Stockton with a great move blocked inside. Lakers, great hustle by James Worthy. Scott for three. That kind of hustle by James Worthy was reminiscent of Game 6 against the Celtics last year when he dove horizontally for a loose ball and kept it alive for a basket by Magic.
And isn't it something to see Byron Scott, someone who people questioned that he couldn't respond in the big games, and he's doing it today.
Stockton hits the jumper. Eaton on the bench for the first time after the Lakers matched their biggest lead. And it is still LA's ball with 1:40, and there's Worthy's great hustle.
Listen, that becomes contagious with your teammates. Everyone's got to do it from that point on. And here's Magic finding Byron Scott after that for the three-pointer.
Scott 9 for 10, 19 points. Scott, another three attempt.
Wow.
Less than a minute and a half to go in the first half. A 9-point lead for the Lakers. Hansen blocked by Kareem. Great play by Abdul-Jabbar. And a foul called against Magic Johnson. Charging foul against him.
That looked like a bad call. It looked like John Stockton was moving. Let's see if Stockton's moving there. Yes, he did not have the good defensive position.
Third foul on Magic Johnson. He'll have to come out of the game. Cooper replaces him. So now Mark Eaton and Magic Johnson, each with 3 fouls. Dick Stockton and Bill Cunningham here at the Forum in Inglewood. The Lakers have turned it over for the first time this period, and they lead by 9. They've led virtually all the way, and Stockton throws it away. Worthy fouled by Ivaroni, and the two jawed at each other for the moment. And then they walked away.
Now the question is that this referee, Jess Kersey, has to decide, was that a breakaway foul or not? Did he make a true effort to knock that ball free?
That was crazy.
Ivaroni commits his third.
Let's take a look at the position on the court. I'll tell you what, I think that's a breakaway foul because he never really had a chance. He's coming from behind. He does try to go.
Yeah, you can tell by the front that it's a breakaway foul. He got him around the neck, and I think that chop around the neck is what upset Worthy.
Good reason.
Lakers at 10 of 13 from the line. He's still shaking his head. Worthy with 11. Scott with 16, 19. Lakers by 10. They've matched their biggest lead a few moments ago with 11, under a minute to go in the half. 8 on the shot clock. Malone. When you consider how well the Lakers are playing defensively and running their offense and running the court, and the Jazz perhaps the least poised they have been since game 1, they're not that far back.
No, 8 points. They can make that up very quickly, as they showed in the end of the first period.
On a steal, Stockton and Malone double teamed with 20 seconds to go, and now the Jazz will play for the last shot and try to cut it to 6.
And the other thing is Mark Eaton did not pick up his 4th foul in this second period. Frank Layden was able to use him, get him to the bench, and not lose anything during this stretch.
And play with a small team out there. Stockton goes up and hits the basket with 2 seconds to go.
Amazing.
Pressure on the Lakers, and Kareem fires it up as the Jazz make a late spurt to come back. And that is the end of the first half with the score. The Lakers 57, Jazz 51. Both teams shot extremely well. The Lakers 56%, the Jazz 54% in the first half. Lakers also have a rebounding edge of 4, but fast break points 13-3, and most of that was in that first quarter run when they ran off 11 straight points. But see if the Jazz protect the ball better. Karl Malone turned the first shot of the second half. And now the Lakers. Scott. Brilliant first half. 9 of 11 shooting for Scott to lead everyone with 19. Magic is playing with 3 fouls. So is Mark Eaton. 10 on the shot clock. Stockton out to meet Scott. Kicks it away, and John Stockton with another steal. Draws the foul from Scott and will go to the line. Interesting, after the 10 of 11 shooting by Hansen in game 6, that he's only 2 for 10 so far in this game.
Well, I think at halftime, Frank Layden had to build a little confidence in Hansen and just say, hey, when you have that good shot, make sure you keep shooting it. We need you today.
Stockton hit the free throws. They needed those, and it's a 57-53 game. Kareem in the middle, Eaton the rebound. And now the Jazz can come within 2.
And just remember what Frank Layden said. We had the ability to shut down the middle, and that's what they did that time. As soon as Kareem put the ball on the floor, they all collapsed.
Jazz are on an 8-1 run now since the end of the half. Bailey, top of the key. Green, the rebound. 57-53. Lakers blistering shooting from the guard position. Magic working against Hansen, double team, leaving Scott free. Loose ball, Lakers again. Magic. And a big crowd inside. Scott, top of the key.
Okay.
Eaton trying to be very careful not to pick up a personal here.
He is, and the reason Scott is so open is John Stockton's responsibility is to give help defensively, and that's leaving Byron Scott open.
Hansen with a 3, so maybe that confidence pep talk paid off to Bobby Hansen, who hits a 3, and it's a 3-point lead.
There's no time feeling sorry for yourself out here in the game number 7. You just got to keep your head up and keep battling out here.
3-point lead. Thurl Bailey is guarding Worthy. Lakers doing a lot of one-on-one isolating offensively. Worthy goes in and hits the basket. James Worthy has scored 14 points. He and Scott are the only Lakers in double figures. The Jazz also with 2 men in doubles. Stockton with 18 and Malone with 17.
And Stockton also has 12 assists.
Pick and roll. Going in, blocked by Kareem. 4th block shot of the game by Kareem. Worthy lost it. Regains it. Kareem just coming into the picture now offensively. Magic for 3.
He had a foot on the line. It's only 2.
Right. 2-point basket. But the Laker guards, Scott and Magic Johnson. Now Magic with 11. And the lead is up to 7. The Jazz had gotten it down to 4. One time the Lakers had an 11-point lead in each of the first 2 quarters. Hansen. Tough shot, gets his own rebound, and is fouled by A.C. Green. That'll be his 3rd, so 2 Lakers, Green and Magic, with 3 fouls. Jazz with it, down by 7. Already, this is the farthest the Jazz have ever gone in postseason play. The 7th game in the semifinal. Eaton tried to tap it in, called for a foul, nothing doing. Worthy. Worthy is fouled going up. The foul was on Bailey, his 2nd, and both free throws made by Worthy. Lakers have now scored 6 in a row after the Jazz had counted 8 out of 9. Malone loses it. They surrounded him in a hurry. Good defense.
The Lakers are swarming defensively. Anytime that ball goes inside, they're all reacting to the basketball.
9-point lead. They can match their largest advantage of the game if they get a basket here. Scott gives it to him. 11-point lead and a timeout by the Jazz.
To be honest,
Well, let's.
niggas be thinking I'm Snoop Dogg. This is my first one of the day. Literally. I was just like, man, I might well, shit, Watch it with y'all niggas. I'm high. Swear that's why I don't like these windows open. Be creeping me out, man.
In the low hole in there, and it's 69 to 58.
So we see both coaches capitalize on the timeout, getting the ball in for easy baskets.
Stockton with a reverse layup, and John Stockton with 20 points now leads the Jazz. Malone right behind.
Timeout, getting the ball in for easy baskets.
Stockton with a reverse layup, and John Stockton with 20 points now leads the Jazz. Malone right behind with 19. Scott misses, Hansen clears. 69 to 60 LA, 6:40 to go. And Hansen nearly lost possession. Hits the jumper, and it's a 7-point game. So Utah just hangs in there in dramatic fashion, although the Lakers have led virtually all the way.
And they just keep the pressure on the Lakers to keep playing at this pace.
A Jazz foul away from the ball. We're at the Forum in Inglewood, California for a rare 7th game of any series in the Western Finals beginning tomorrow night, and the defending world champion Lakers.
And whoever thought we'd see the Lakers and Celtics in a 7th game?
No foul, that's right. Worthy hits the deck. Good defense. Bailey is fouled at the other end, and he'll go to the line to shoot. Riley can't believe his eyes. Scott with 3 fouls. Magic also with 3, and so does AC Green. And Thurl Bailey, who has averaged 40 minutes of action. That's his 6th man in the series. And it's a 5-point game, so just when it looks like the Jazz are going to be put away, they come back strong, and they've scored 6 in a row. Eaton with 3 fouls. He played over 4 minutes with 3 fouls in the second period.
Excuse me. That food I was just eating. Y'all know what time it is. I'll probably get to it after this video.
71 to 64 LA. Both teams have had strong scoring runs in this period. Hansen for 3, way off. Here's Scott. Get it low to Worthy. Winding down to 5 minutes to go in the third. Magic keeps it alive on Worthy's miss.
We're seeing Magic now go to the offensive glass. The last 2 possessions, it's been Magic getting that offensive rebound.
He hasn't had many rebounds in this series.
Well, he better get him today.
8 on the clock. Low to Green. Tried to get it to Kareem, and he lost it. But it's last touched by the Jazz. And shaken up for the moment, maybe, is Karl Malone. Takes a lot to shake him up with that build.
I don't know what you'd have to do to shake him up.
Lakers have 5 seconds to try a shot.
We see right there the rebounding advantage of the Lakers.
Stockton with the long rebound on Greensmith. Challenges Scott. Bailey missed inside. Lakers try to open up a 9-point lead with 4.5 to play. They've hit only 1 of their last 6 from the field, so they've gone a little bit cold. Worthy's open. 18 for James Worthy.
And that might force Frank Layden to make another adjustment defensively if Byron Scott and Worthy keep hitting that open jump shot.
Bro, it's like it.
10 on the clock. Malone doubled. Now they have 2 seconds, and Stockton fires a 3 and hits at the 24-second buzzer. John Stockton with his first 3-point basket. Now with 23 points, matches Byron Scott's 23 for the Lakers. Worthy fouled inside, might have been Bailey.
It was Thurl Bailey.
Third on Bailey. This is what it's all about, the winner of today's game, and it's a single game season for both clubs. We'll move on to face the Dallas Mavericks in the Western Finals, and we'll be with you next weekend, Saturday and Sunday afternoon, for conference final action on CBS. And you wonder, we know it heats up as we go along, but how hotter can it get than, as you pointed out, 2 7-game finals for both the Celtics and Lakers this weekend?
Not only the 7-game series, but how about the first part of the playoffs where we saw so many 5-game series, more than I've ever seen before in the NBA.
Worthy now has 20 points. And as Worthy goes, so go the Lakers, and Worthy's having the kind of a game the Lakers get from him when they win in this series. 3:25 remaining in the third. 8-point game. Magic is all over Hansen with 3 seconds to go. Eaton, Malone fires it up at the buzzer, and the 24-second clock got by the Jazz that time, and they'll turn it over to L.A.
With the intensity that we've seen defensively from the Lakers, they're just playing exceptional basketball. One thing that Utah has to do, though, is get into their set offense quicker, because they're not going to have a chance against the Lakers if they depend on making those shots with under 5 seconds left on the 24-second clock.
It's a Laker timeout here at the Forum. Magic Johnson finds Michael Thompson. Magic with the rebound. Michael Thompson scores. Magic's offensive rebounding critical today.
And another factor is during this playoff series, the Lakers dominated the offensive boards in comparison to what the Utah Jazz were able to do on the offensive boards, but they're converting them today, which they didn't do in the 6 previous games.
The lead is 10 with 2:45 to go in the third.
Not Magic. I ain't no motherfucking Malone and Stockton went this far back competing like this. Oh shit. There you go. But damn, they damn near finna make the finals in '88. Shit.
And the Lakers have matched their biggest lead of the game, an 11-point bulge, 80-69, winding down to 2 minutes to go in the third. And Bailey with his second straight hoop, good quickness. Tough man to match up with at 6'11", especially with the ability to hit the outside shot. Under 2 minutes to play, third period.
Again, the ball movement of the Lakers, making that extra pass and finding the open man.
Again, it's 11.
The reason we haven't seen the trap from Utah is Frank Layden's concerned with fatigue, having only played really 5 players through this series.
Karl Malone fights his way in and gets the basket and draws the foul.
Now here's the ball movement we were just talking about. Cooper inside to Magic. Into Kareem, and Kareem swinging the basketball, and the defense is not able to react quick enough. And there's
The motherfucker is called cough syrup, chat. Ain't gonna lie.
For a three-point play, the Lakers go with Thompson, Worthy, Kurt Rambis in the game for the first time with Cooper and Magic Johnson. Six on the shot clock for Worthy. Out of bounds, Utah's ball with 59 seconds to go and a 9-point game. You talk about fatigue. The Jazz don't feel fatigue, but if you're down in the fourth period by 12 to 15 points with 7 or 8 minutes to go, you would mentally feel it more then if the game was close.
Yeah, and what Frank Layden will have to do if they are is to offer a challenge to them. You know, to cut it up and just take it another step, that they only have another 12 minutes or whatever left in this ball game.
They've proven in this series that you can go with basically 5 men then.
Well, look at the Celtics. For the most part in the last several years, that's been their lineup. 5 and maybe 6 and 7 players, just those other two just playing a couple minutes.
5 on the shot clock. An air ball thrown up by Malone. And there's Worthy. Basket counts and a foul. You said the Lakers have to show why they're champions, prove it to themselves. They have answered every Jazz challenge today.
And they have, and their stars have performed. Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and there's James Worthy going in for the hoop. Boy, can he get out and fill a lane, and that's something we have not seen the latter part of the regular season and into the playoffs.
If he makes the free throw, the Lakers will enjoy their biggest lead of the game. They do, and it's 12. Worthy with 23 points on the day. Keep in mind the Jazz were trailing by 10 in the fourth quarter here in Game 5 and came back to take the lead before losing. Stockton hits the jumper to cut it to 10. LA playing for the last shot of the third.
And they're going to their trap right now.
And this is the first time that they've used it, and it was successful during the regular season. 6 on the clock. Magic goes right through. Hansen misses the layup with 3 seconds to go. And that hurt.
You can't afford to miss shots like that.
That's the end of the third period. The Lakers are up by 12.
I know y'all hit them critters. Damn critters and shit.
Start of the fourth period, and we're kind of having a good time, but this is a critical beginning here.
It is, because Utah has to come out and do something, get themselves going.
Turnover, Malone lost it out of bounds. That's okay, but you got to convert the turnover. Then you can see the easy baskets, and that's been a recurring theme all day from the coaches. Frank Layden told you to what you said at the outset, and that's been the margin.
And you add those baskets up, that's 24 to 14, and the spread is right now 12 points.
James Worthy. Michael Thompson, the offensive rebound. What the Lakers are doing off the offensive glass is not unusual. They have dominated Utah through all 6 games virtually.
Yeah, and what we mentioned, though, is that they're converting those opportunities into 2 points.
Magic fights in. Magic again. Basket counts. And there'll be a foul against the Lakers. A loose ball foul against Kurt Rambis. So the Lakers have their biggest lead of the game. Now Eden is playing way outside on the right.
Byron Scott's in now for Magic Johnson.
And Rambis man picked up his second in a hurry. Lakers, the offensive rebounding, and they're turning it into points. As Billy mentioned, that's been critical for them.
And that's been the difference in this second half.
What a test these Lakers have had from the Utah Jazz in the semifinal round. Ivoroni, that's not what the best shot that the Jazz want. Cooper back. 14-point lead, and the Lakers looking like they want to break this one open for good early here in the fourth.
And they're clearing a side for Worthy. He should take it to the basket if he can.
Scott. Rambis. Thompson, foul. Tell you how good that rotation was for the Lakers. I thought the Jazz defensive rotation was as good as you'd want, and they scored anyway.
It was excellent. The thing is now, the Lakers are moving the basketball. One pass. Now we see Rambis make the move inside and find Michael Thompson wide open. Easy 2.
And Eaton picks up his 4th foul. He has played a lot under pressure with 3 fouls. He picks up number 4 right here, but that is not a story right now because the Jazz fighting for their lives, trailing 91-75.
I don't know the answer why it happens, but when a team is aggressive defensively and working together, it carries over to the offensive end of the court.
Eaton on a feed from Stockton is fouled. That'll be the 3rd Laker foul of this 4th period, and we have just about 2 minutes gone by, 2 minutes and 1 second. Rambis with 3 quick fouls in this 4th. Worthy goes to the bench Eaton is on the line, shooting 2. The leading scorers in the game, John Stockton has 25 to lead the Jazz, and James Worthy and Byron Scott each with 23 for the Lakers. Eaton playing with 4 fouls. Misses them both. Jazz shaky from the free throw line today. Eaton, I think, his first 11 from the line in this series.
See, the Lakers are spreading the court, trying to penetrate.
Malone the rebound. Malone has 10 rebounds. He's been in double figures in rebounding in the last 6 games of this series.
But you notice that Karl Malone has not been out on the fast break, finishing off those easy layups today.
Against Rambis, Malone found an opening. Bailey on Worthy with 8 on the shot clock. Air ball, and here's Malone again into the hands of Stockton. It's a 14-point game. Malone double teamed. Now Rambis alone on him. Stockton fires a 3 and it's off. Worthy clears. Breaking is Scott and Cooper. Here's Scott. Wow. He's taken down by Malone.
Don't worry about it. Byron, just go to the foul line. Don't say anything to Mr. Malone.
He's a tough kid. He grew up not far from the Forum. It wasn't an easy place to grow up, and even when he joined the Lakers, he was tested by his teammates who didn't exactly welcome him with open arms. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar replaces Rambis.
Well, that's one man you don't want to test, though, Karl Malone. I think Byron was very smart not having words with him and letting it go to the next step.
Byron Scott has shot over 50% in the first 3 games.
Man, I wonder how many days in a row he is. I gotta check that out. When this bitch dropping Friday, so that'd be 20th. We almost at like shit 180. I've been dropping every day since February 26th. This video I'm recording right now, let's go drop on August 20th. How many days in a row is that? Wait, is it August 20th? No, that's Thursday. And Wednesday. 19th. Actually, no. We dropping that bitch on 21st. So, 177. Damn. Yeah, 177. Thank y'all, chat, for the support, though.
To society in that player's name. We're going to have a jump ball. Nearly 3 minutes gone by in this final period. Magic Johnson, the hook shot. 19 for Irvin. Period. Magic Johnson, the hook shot. 19 for Irvin.
And he came off 2 screens and shoots that floating hook shot, and he learned that from the master, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
I think we saw that in game number 4 at Boston Garden last year. Malone hits from outside, so Karl Malone now with 27. He is the leading scorer for the Jazz.
Well, he hasn't scored under 27 points in any game so far in this 7-game series.
You're right. Nick Stockton, Bill Cunningham at the Forum. Game 7 of the Eastern Semis. Magic's got another hook shot.
And the last 2 times, the one thing Frank Layden didn't want to happen is allow the Lakers to get into the lane. And Magic has been able to get into the lane and score.
Wow, boy.
If you've joined us late, the Utah Jazz, a game and gritty club, forcing the Lakers to a 7th and deciding game at the Forum. Lakers worked all year to get the home court advantage by having the best record in the league. Stockton misses outside, and Kareem has it. And we don't know what kind of advantage it's been, but the crowd has been behind them. The Lakers have played their best ball of the series since game one, actually. Scott. I think Utah's letting the Lakers get into the paint for easy.
I gotta blow my nose. Hold on. If I can pause this motherfucker. Alright. Hey back, man. It's only like 12 minutes left for this shit.
Easy jump shots too much.
Too easily. You know, they're running at the jump shooters, allowing them to penetrate, and they're letting people to just get to the basket anytime they want to.
Timeout called by Utah. Tough John Stockton has a lot more basketball in him, but the Lakers are comfortably in front. Ball knocked away by Michael Thompson. Good defense by Michael. And the Lakers are alert. They're getting most of the loose balls today, the effort plays that Pat Riley's talked about.
And if you think about down the history of the Lakers, that's one trademark they had. Any loose ball, they were the first ones to it.
Scott, good pass in the corner all day for Cooper. Hanson into the hands of Stockton with 6 minutes to go. Bailey with a short jumper. And Thurl Bailey, 14 off the bench. Rebounding the key, and more than half of the Utah rebounds corralled by Karl Malone today.
Now, this is not a panic situation for Frank Layden. If they can score a couple hoops and get it under 10.
Big basket by Michael Thompson.
Hoops and get it under 10.
Big basket by Michael Thompson.
A couple more of those and it's a panic situation. No. They've got to get into their offense quickly.
They can't use 19 seconds so much anymore. Bailey is held, and that's penalty situation. Lakers have been the penalty. And Michael Cooper committing the foul. That is his third foul. Reminder, Game 7 tomorrow from Boston Garden begins at 1 o'clock Eastern. The Celtics with a tremendous guts win last night in Atlanta. Will go against the Atlanta Hawks, and I bet you the Hawks have something left in them.
They'll be more relaxed. There'll be a lot of pressure off them.
I'm gonna take me a tea break too. When not after I go to work. Not tonight though. But shit, about a year ago, I ain't gonna say a year. Like 2 days ago, took a tea break. Gonna take another little tea break. I'll be taking breaks sometime. Just a little small break.
A 16-point lead. Worthy lost it.
That's small.
Throws it away into the hands of Stockton. And it's now an 11-point game, 99-88 with enough time to go. And now the Lakers have to get serious. They can't afford the turnover.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting. That basket, you could see the Jazz picking up a little more with a little more intensity defensively.
Kareem with a long stop hook. A big one, and you can see the look on Frank Layden's face.
Again, we see the middle being vulnerable to the Jazz. Something that they felt was imperative for them to do is to shut down the inside of on the Lakers.
It's 13. Worthy on the turnover with Magic. 2-on-1 break. Magic foul. Keep in mind that the Lakers were held under 100 points in all 3 of their defeats in this series. They've gone over 100, and they have shot over 50% in all their wins, and they are shooting blazes today, well over 50 in this one. So all signs point to L.A.
Right now it does. And it'd be very interesting now, Dallas sitting at home and John McLeod looking at these 2 teams playing. And I'm sure he'd like to be able to beat the Lakers, but I think he'd prefer playing the Utah Jazz.
That one gotta stay close.
103-88. Winding down to 4 minutes to go. Stockton misses inside.
Again, the defense of the Lakers shutting down the middle and forcing Stockton to go one-on-one.
Thompson foul going up. Lakers forced to win a seventh game, something they haven't done in this.
Daytime, I don't give a fuck. But nighttime, that shit annoying. Mhm.
They suffered all of last year when they won the title. 22nd timeout called by Frank Layden. Michael Thompson hits the free throws. Time running out for the Jazz.
They should definitely.
You know, another point about that Dallas thing, Dallas will have a good opportunity coming in here if they play on Monday against this Laker ball club because they might catch them a little flat, a little tired. So they better capitalize on good opportunities, and Monday could be a big one for them.
Less than 3.5 minutes remaining. The Jazz now trapping. You surprised they didn't go into it more?
I think the problem is fatigue with this ball club at this point, and that's why they didn't go to the trap earlier.
No basket. Michael Thompson does not get the hoop, and a loose ball foul has been called again.
It's gonna be a nigga in the comments like, really, bro? Like, shut up.
You brought up a good point. Last year, the Pistons eliminated Atlanta in 5 games, while the Celtics had a struggle to a 7th game win against the Milwaukee Bucks at Boston Garden. Very similar to what we're seeing this year. Of course, Game 7 tomorrow in Atlanta. And then Detroit came in and they were flat in game 1 on Tuesday night a year ago. And the Celtics got away with a couple of wins home.
That's one of the problems when you have a long layoff. You know, your team's playing very well, and I'm sure Chuck Daly would have liked to have started the next series the day after beating Chicago. But now, are they going to come out as sharp as they ended that Chicago series? Or are they going to come out flat? You just don't know, and that's the frustrating part about coaching.
Malone makes one. Of course, that's a series in which the home court has really dominated for the last several years.
And dominated where there really haven't been many close games.
Michael Thompson opens. Eaton the rebound, just under 3 minutes to go. 15-point lead, and the score has been stuck on 105-89 for the last minute or so. Stockton out to Hansen. He'll go for a 3. Eaton the rebound. Malone beats him to it, and Malone will go to the line with a foul. Malone misses the first free throw. The Utah Jazz finishing with a 47-35 year, best in their franchise. They eliminated Portland after losing the first game of that series. 3 straight, 3-1.
And watching this team, if they need something for next year, it's a little more depth, where Frank Layden would have the ability to go maybe 7 or 8 players deep.
Stockton lays it in with 2:25 to go, 105-92.
That's it. Y'all can watch the last 2 fucking minutes. We'll go to the Bosco. I'm gonna close these windows, wash my hands.
They snuck up on some people, that's for sure, but this is a talented group. Byron Scott misses a 3, and here come the Jazz with 2 minutes to go in the fourth period. Malone trails Stockton. A lot of the Jazz shots like that went off the rim today.
That and foul shots. Otherwise, we could have a nail-biter right now because they played a good basketball game, but have not capitalized.
Byron Scott foul going to the hoop. Michael Cooper will come back in, but the LA Lakers will move on in this series. And we want to tell you that tonight on CBS begins with High Mountain Rangers, followed by Tour of Duty. Then it's West 57th, featuring Sylvester Stallone, talking about his career and personal life. All that tonight on CBS. Well, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar leaves the game. He scored 11 points, had 6 rebounds, and maybe most important, 4 block shots.
I think even more importantly than that was the way he came out to play, the intensity. First play, he takes the ball strong to the basket. Even though he missed, he let his teammates.
Go lie, chat. I'm gonna get on the fucking game. I was go watch the Bulls and the motherfucking and Charles Barkley, you know, game 1. After smoking that fucking joint, I don't even feel like it. I don't even feel like I low key want to just lay low, play the game. I already got a video dropping at midnight. I already got another video dropping the day after. And I'm dropping in this shit the day after that. So I'm gonna go and play the game if I go back to motherfucker. See, look at this fly. This shit I be talking. Bitch, get your ass off my wall, pussy ass hoe. Pussy ass nigga. Get your ass off my wall now. For that shit. We can get to the box score and get the fuck out of here. Lakers finna go to the finals off this shit. I wonder if they go show the trophy on this bit. They probably won't. Let me spray. Rain go away, that's what my haters say. God is good, ain't he? God is good. God is great. God is good. That's a speed be saying. We used to say. God is good. It's great. It's definitely possible I fuck with some hoes. No, but bitch, I'm low key a little tired. No, I ain't gonna lie. That shit was some. Mm-mm. I'm gonna just play the game and chill. I've been with you niggas all day. I've been recording since what? Motherfucking shit, like 6:30 I started. I watched the full game for of this shit over with. Oh yeah, let me close that window too. Look at that. It's another motherfucking bitch in here. Don't hit that wall, bitch. Mm-hmm. Get your motherfucking pussy ass. Let me close this window. Uh-huh. Bitch, I'm gonna kill your motherfucking ass, bitch. I whacked his ass. Look, it's a yeah, you literally can't have your windows open. Cause what the fuck I'm gonna do when it get cold though? I might have to buy one of them one things, chat. The motherfucking the things you can motherfucking smoke out of. And like that's doing too much. I mean I already blow out the window, but they blow they smoke into a fucking grenade, bro. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna get to the box score though, man. Go to this one. John Stockton was hooping 29 and fucking 20. Yeah, he ran that bitch. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, everything was just dropping. 10 for 15. No missed free throws. Bob Hansen, man. What the fuck? Karl Malone hoop too. 31 and 15. And not to mention, John had almost a triple double off fucking steals. Damn. Thurl Bailey had 16. Um, Byron Scott, 29, good game. Magic, 23 and 16. 9 rebounds. Ooh. Nice. James Worthy, 23 points. Could work on that, but shit, they won. That was a great game. I ain't gonna lie. Oh, I hope y'all was able to see that. I think y'all was. I'm gonna go to it. Yep. Boy John was hooping, man, but hey, it's your boy Cal, man. I'm for low key gonna chill out. It's like 11:30. I gotta go to work tomorrow. Hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. Um, Hype this video if you like this game, and I'll see y'all in the next one. My hair getting nappy now. I gotta retwist.